his time, suddenly, unexpectedly. I feel like he's got dark hair, but suddenly, unexpectedly, before his time, dare I say tragically, loves the way we're choosing to honor his memory. Talks about a specific female that didn't get a chance to say goodbye. And I feel like let's say this person's mom or significant other that's still like absolutely not okay with it. They say, they have too much of my stuff. With this memory thing, I think I see like a vase. I know I can't draw very well, but it's like a vase, or like could be a vase full of ashes, could be like a memory thing. It almost seems like a shrine of some sort, like a collection, something with his face on it, or made in honor of his memory, like patched together, maybe like a quilt or something created, and then we had a hard time breathing at the end. Just gonna make sure she hasn't said anything because I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so then right at the end we have like a restriction of breath. Then we take partial responsibility, even though it was sudden, unexpected, and passed tragically. Okay, but then we have a partial responsibility. There's like a walk into it vibe. There's like a, well, it was right there and I walked into it. It's almost like, duh, and we don't see like the trap door that is obviously in front of me. Yes, I think, Kimberly, you can go ahead and give me details. I'm just trying to go through like the charades, the analogies of it, and describe it as much as I can before you give me details. So if you want to give me some details now, if you feel like I'm on, if you want to describe what's happening here, you want to make the picture clearer for everybody, absolutely. Would love some details if you feel like I'm on it. I'd love to know about the shrine. Would love to know how he ends up passing. Would love to know what this like trap door vibe is, you know? And this female who's distraught. Yeah, I'd say we have enough to, I'd say we've got enough to go ahead and get some dates. All right, how'd he pass? What happened? Tell me what happened. Marlene, hello. You guys, the queue is open. If you want to go to catothemedium.com and join, you can. You can join my live reading right now. Listen, Apple News been giving me anxiety all day. Anyone else? Totally fine, so, okay. She said, military medals. Oh, this was the shrine, his military medals. Okay. I didn't get to say goodbye. Okay, so this is you then. Obviously, since it was an accident, what ended up happening? It gives me the trap door vibes. This is too much of his stuff. And then so what is passing is the underlying, walk right into it, like not a lot of reverse, not a lot of knowledge, not a lot of go back, not a lot of panic where it should have been, just like a duh moment. All right, and then suddenly, unexpectedly, and tragically, the partial responsibility is just for a simple miss, a simple mistake. It almost seems like. Would love to know how he ends up passing, but we know his military medals. And there's a female that didn't get a chance to say goodbye. This must be a father figure for you. Passed before his time. What did he pass from? He tells me a medical avalanche. I was like, damn. And sweeps you up, but it wasn't painful. Restricted breathing again. How'd he end up passing? I'm trying to see anything else. I don't feel like I'm being... He goes, you ever hit your head so hard you just hear the thump? How did he end up passing? She goes, he was not my father. Would love to know who he is to you and how he ended up passing. Yeah, gotta know. Ooh, trying not to bring other people in. Grandma that has that medically declined had a hard time walking. Probably had a hard time walking toward the end. Passed with something medical that we maintain over time. Just kind of gives out on you. That's a female, classic first name. Primary guardian angel. All right, still, suddenly, unexpectedly, clap, all at once, hard time breathing, tragic. Yes, I'm wondering, oh, no, I'm not seeing your comments. I just got the one that said he wasn't your dad. I did not get the one that explains how he ends up passing. I got the one about the shrine, the military medals. The only thing I'm looking for now is how we ended up passing so I can put everything together. And then the female on the other side, which we don't have to bring in, so I feel like she's a talker, but I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it. Maybe you are getting filtered. Maybe. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, I should probably turn Apple News. He was the passenger in a car accident. Just going along, floop, suddenly, you ever hit your head so hard you just hear it thump? Remember when he was like, so it got swept out from underneath us. Just going along. Maybe partial responsibility because he's like talking and chatting. He goes, nothing bad. Dang. There's not a lot of indication if it's a freaking car accident. That's why I'm wondering. He's like, duh, simple mistake. Go back, go back, go back. Maybe the car accident was caused by a simple mistake. Why am I trying to talk? What happened? He is my son. Okay, beautiful. That's probably why you are hesitant to, yeah, and there's that female he was talking about. You're his mama. She didn't get to say goodbye. She feels, this is underlying. I don't remember what I said, but there's underlying like not getting over it, not moving past it. He's calling you out, mama. You're this. He was right there. Maybe he wasn't even too far away. You have a shrine, military medals. And then he talked about how you have things like his clothing that you could put together and make a quilt. Honestly, with this being your boy, you probably have everything. You probably have everything. Even if you do have a shrine of some sort, you probably have everything. And then before his time, that's your boy. Tragically, you're his mama. Can I ask you a question? I'm going to ask you a question. My question to you, because all this makes sense. Then you got this female on the other side. So we had blankets made, shirts, pillows, etc. Aww, I loved it. I think he loves it too. I think it's a little heart. Shit, what was I going to say? Okay, so this lady on the other side that I brought in very briefly, he's not alone up there. He's at peace. He doesn't feel a lot of pain. He feels sunshine until and then maybe we acknowledge we're being swept away and we don't have a high amount of pain. It's really euphoric at the end of the day. This lady's up here. I don't want to get lost in conversation with her, but she's up here. She's at peace. She's on the other side. Daniel is also okay. So the fact that he did this means that you probably have a barrier between being okay with establishing a new type of relationship with him. Like having a conversation with me would be difficult because if you believe that talking to dead people is real, then you have to believe that there's a specific, like there's a place other than the physical world to go to talk to your son, which is a different kind of journey. And so I would love for you to step into this. And here's why I'm hitting on that so hard. My sons are staying with me now. Their mom is, his sons are staying with me now. Their mom is deployed. I she's going to take on more than she has to forever, even when they're not biologically hers. So that person may even go on to have more kids, and then you end up being a grandma of that, and you're like going to be in that family forever, which just shows your selfless heart. You do anything for your grandbabies, and I think that's amazing. Okay, so Kimberly's like, I want to learn how to connect with him. I am your gal. Okay, so with this being said, first of all, look how much damn scribbling I done. Okay, look how much damn scribbling I done. Ooh, hold on. 1, yes, the dreams are real. 2, the most times you see them are out of the corners of your eyes and you look and nothing's there. He's touched your arm before, even if you do this, like, ugh, tickle, tickle, you know. He's touched your arm before. That's real. Physical signs. You have physical mediumship. I think you're going to feel like someone walks in a room and you look up and there's absolutely nobody there, okay? And I think that you're going to feel the couch or the side of the bed compress and nobody's going to be there. I think you'll receive your signs physically. Another thing is with this, because I know you want to connect with him. Moms losing babies are the hardest people to connect. It's like, I don't know. You are literally hormonally coded to do it differently, okay? And so one thing I need to say, and I know we've been going forever, sorry Sandy, but anyways, so one thing I need to say is it's going to be really difficult for you to emotionally, for you to connect, and like, we do believe in fairies, we do. So it's about what you have on, what you're internally processing on the inside, and then the right song, or just the right numbers, or little coincidences. How do we process it? It's a quote I gave earlier today that I'm sticking by for the day, and it's, when it begins to consume you, let it out. When it consumes your mind, write it down. So write letters to him. If you don't know how to start journaling, write letters and then let him communicate back in coincidences in between your moments of journaling. That is the best piece of advice I could give you, because it's totally real. And you kicked my strongest moderator off just for this. Awesome.